Hi, it's Catherine. I am just coordinating a little bit, as promised, in the dual group. Um, I'm going to show you my tags I'm going to make. I'm in a Facebook group. I am just getting a little comfort here. We have what do you call it? Tag these attacks like this, where we have a partner swap, where we simply make the swap is you can choose between one or two partners. I have chosen to have two partners in a text web. In Hello, Tracy. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. As you can see, here's my tag. What I'm doing is I'm simply recycle, upcycle, use what you got tags, and I have two partners. These are made out of. You can remember, Tracy, I was making these little what do you call them? Chester drawers, push things out of my old this milk. So I got all these lovely sides left, and I was having a look at them, and then I have you know tag what do you call it, template, and then I simply, whoa, I got the cardboard from the for the tags. Then I simply took my ordinary wall paint, added a little gray into it, very cheap. Then I have simply, as you can see, painted on both sides of my milk cupboard. And then I have simply taken, as you can see, my napkins, some of them, and made these. Yes, I can assure you this paint is very good to cover up. I can show you. That's why I have saved one here. As you can see, if I take just it's much better than this gesso, but have a look. Can you see how good it cover? So it covers it up like this, so you can't see actually what's on the other side. So I'm painting here. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm going to show you. As you can see here, now it's all covered up in this paint, and then I simply take my hair dryer and first I clean. And the benefician, hello Amber, lovely. I just showed how I made my tags out of my old leftover from an old card like this. Then I have painted it amber with wall paint this cheap wall paint, then I simply, as you can see, Amber, I put some of my napkins here, and it's going to be end up looking like that. I see if I can have it like this. And I have then I have varnish. See, I found out I have this ordinary wood varnish, number 50 blanche, because I can't find my. I know I had once upon a time some Mod Podge for napkins. I think I have, it's in a box in storage because I had to pack all my craft room down. So I haven't got everything unpacked yet because I am. My son and I are building a new desk for me. So that's what we are doing today. We are making tags. So I'm going to show you today, and I'm look forward to who want to swap with me. And I got these today. I don't know if you know these. Probably Tracy. These are. Can you remember? I have sent these for Elizabeth. These are these tea bags. I think I'm going to. I can sense that a lot of you would like to have them in small mails. You have them in UK, Tracy, because but I am going to put these in Happy Mail. Don't think so, Tracy? Okay. We have them in Denmark. You haven't seen them, but I am going to send you some because I have seen a lot of you. They are very cheap in Denmark, so I'm putting them in little Happy Mails. These I get a packet of 100 for about what are I giving 10 krona. So a kitchen shop might have them. Yeah, but you have some of them are like a V shape. So I know I am going to use them in Happy Mails. And I'm going to show you because Kelly asked if it was possible to color them. And I am going to show you how you can paint on them with watercolors. So that I am going to show you that. And you can use them for craft too. What I'm doing now is I need 6 of these. Yes, there would be, but I'm not sure there are, because I mean these are not. I'm not sure they're big enough. No, my tags are a little too wide for them, sadly, because otherwise you are right, it could be fun. But you can make some smaller tags to put inside. But I can send some with um does it fit the coins? Just a minute. I got the coin. Almost. It fit for a coin. Then you can put your coins in them without crochet. Yeah. But what I was thinking to make sure I am getting, as you can see, I prepared this yesterday for crocheting. This I have made with my home painted paper with glitter. Because when I have to send my tags, I am going to fill up, so I have my limit, because I have to pay the same for 50 gram as I have to pay for 500 gram. So instead, I like to have a valuta for my money. Yes, you love glitter. It looks like I love it too. See, I made these too, and the only thing is I have to adjust. I don't know. I have this little tiny one, so I'm just making it's a punch like this. So the idea is I am going to pack like this, and all of them are going to like this around. I hope they will be okay. I've been crafting too today, Amber. So thank you. Yes, I like it because um I'm like to use sometimes I'm very happy to you know uh you do know the term fuzzy cutting and gluing. That sounds fun too. I like fuzzy cutting because sometimes when you get these free fancy magazines, there's a lot of beautiful pictures. This I have for these little holes. I have this tiny thing here. Now I am going to use my. I don't know because I have, as you can see, maybe the leftover of this, or I could take a blue one and I can put a red butterfly. Okay, the last one, they're going to be like this. No, or I don't know, because I would like to keep the butterflies. So would they match like this? Is it going to be like that? Or do we? Thank you, Amber. Let me see. Maybe this one. You think it match? Yes. Otherwise, we have perhaps here. Or like this. Love that one. Yes. Because as you can see, then I put a butterfly. That one. Yes. I am going to make that one. I am also going to put some of the napkins in my swap boxes because, as I told you, I like to fill it up when I do packets. So I simply send what I pay for. So I have 2 of these and 2 of these. And afterwards, I am going to varnish them on the back. What I'm using, as I showed you, for napkins is just this ordinary varnish. It's water-based instead of glue. Because I do have, I haven't seen my email today, but I am going to check it out. Thank you so much. I will check it afterwards. Thank you, Tracy. I promise I'm going to check it afterwards. So it's on my computer. Oh, you didn't do a video. That's okay. Don't worry. That's fine. But you know what? You save that, Tracy, for when you feel you are ready. And I have to say, I think you did a wonderful job at the first one. Oh, you spent all day trying to figure out Etsy. You know what? I have checked out Etsy, but I haven't figured out how to do it. So you're kind too. So I sometimes I'm not so much in all that fancy stuff. What I'm doing now is I'm simply very gently coating my napkin. I don't I just place the dry napkin, and then I don't varnish first, I just place it on top of it like this, as you can see. Then the varnish is going in and secure the napkin, and at the same time it gives a very shiny to it. No, it's not straightforward. If you're thinking about Etsy, oh no. People said it's so easy. Oh. No, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. For me, it's very complicated. So now I got it well varnished. Very gently, of course. You know how to. You got very overwhelmed. Sometimes I do that too. It's so much and so confusing to figure out all these things. But I have and then I am going to fussy cut a little bit. Where do I have it? I placed my butterflies here. I am going to fussy cut a little bit here. So oh, that's good. You're feeling better. Yeah, it's not nice to feel overwhelmed by it. I know how it feels when you are, like me. I don't like too much around me. I get stressed very easily by things like my son. I need a little bit of it has to sparkle a little bit. Yep. I am also trying and live very, very simple. I don't have any, too much of modern, complicated. I don't have a TV. I never had a TV. Television. I never had one. Because I simply I don't want to spend so much time, and I don't see all these news, and every time, I mean, they show anything, tell about the news, you don't know what to believe, and I mean, it's horrible what people are doing to each other, and I don't like that. So sometimes I listen to the radio, or I am more a person that like to listen to a good audiobook. And you know what? Even when I cook food, I don't like very much, too many ingredients and stuff like that. Oh, you don't watch the news either? I can understand that. They're horrible. I mean, you get depressed. And the worst part is you can't do anything about it except you can destroy your own happiness because you keep filling you with bad things. Because I think it's better to keep a positive mind. So yeah, exactly. You can't do anything about it. I mean, even if people say vote on me, vote on me. Yes, if I vote on you, do you do what you promise? No. Can you change the world? No. There's no chance at all. You as an ordinary person can, I mean, do anything. Yeah. So they never do anything of what they promise you, right? And you know what? Sometimes uh, just to be concerned about what happened in your home. And another thing, I mean, is don't take this day's luggage with you tomorrow or take yesterday's luggage because you can't do anything except it's going to be destroying your happiness. And it's the same with the news. No, you are absolutely right. We are not cope for that, and this is, I mean, we are not designed for it, and we are not supposed to be stressed like that. I mean, we are designed for having a simple life. Take small steps, do little things at a time, and don't overwhelm yourself with expensive things. What I have seen, I feel sorry for. I mean, you sometimes order very expensive things, and when it arrives, it's broken or scratched, or people don't care anymore as long as they can get money. That's okay, Tracy. I'm drying now. I'm going to show you. It's not quite dry. I'm saving that one. Have a look. It's going to look like that. Um, I need to dry it a little more. I blow on it. Thank you, Amber. You know what? A lot of you have a lot of talents too. I think you are also very talented. We all have our different talents, and you know what? That's exactly what make a great world. I think is that each and every one of us are created different, and we have our different talent. Some can do one thing, and someone can do another thing. I find that very. It is. I put it over here because I'm. You know. Oh, you have to let Betty outside. Yeah. Um. What I was saying is, I think it's very nice to have different skills. Yes, and I have learned so much from you, and I am so happy now that I can learn you something, or I can show you how I do my craft. In a different country, and with uh, ordinary household, because everybody have ordinary house paints. Sometimes you have a leftover from if you have painted a chair or something, and of course you can use this ordinary wall paint to paint on paper, and of course you can use this varnish or glaze. I think it's varnish you call it, um, to sort of use for decoupage to napkins. Also because I like when the napkin crumble a little bit. Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. You learned. We are going to learn from you too. I can show you. Now I need my butterfly. What happened to my butterfly? I know I have one more butterfly. Butterfly. Yes, ordinary varnish for sealing wood, water based. As you can see, it's ordinary wood, natural wood varnisher. For this come from Flügger is the name of the store. I buy it in I don't know into a place where you can buy paint and wallpaper, so like that. And I found out it's actually in long term. You like the name Flugger? Yes, it's a Danish company actually. Um, I'm going to put that one here. And it was nice to see you, Tracy, in Emily's group in her live stream. She sometimes goes live. Yeah, I think a lot of people buy a lot of stuff in IKEA, but I mean, sometimes I don't like people that buy stuff just to buy something. I mean, I only go out and buy something if I need it. If it's useful for me, I have noticed a lot of people just, go out and buy a lot of stuff just for the buying. Um, I can only do that if it's something craft related, because otherwise it has to have a purpose that correct. Absolutely, Tracy, I agree you in that one. Because otherwise, what are you going to use it for? I mean, I don't have all these nips and dust collectors. I call all this crap. Um, what I have also seen is a lot of these what do you call it? Where you go and buy. It does, Amber. Yes, wall paint make it very sturdier. Um, you can actually see it when you paint the paper with wall paint. As you can see, it gives a very smooth and very sturdy, strong paper like this. It's bendable, and sometimes if you use plastic, what you call plastic paint, um, wood paint, it gives you like a rubber service. So I also do that when I prepare for mixed media. I use wallpaper, wall paint, and I also think it's give a better surface. It depends on. Yeah, you can have it with PVA and pigment, but you can also get it uh, like an acrylic paint, and you can get it as a chalk paint where it's environment friendly. What I'm using is eco-friendly paint that made out of what you are calling like chalk, not acrylic but powder paint. So it gets like it has this little powder uh, in it, um, and you can use it is it's fabulous. I use it, and you can. It's what I'm using here. Um, and it's chalky paint. It's also very cheap um, to buy. It's a lot of cheaper. You use any Sloan paint for furniture. It's also a good paint. It is, and you can use. We have here in Denmark. We also have supermarkets that sell these stores that sell very cheap paints. And as you can see, I'm using my baby wipes to put down so it gets a little sturdy and get all the structure. It gives structure into my baby wipe. So this is going to be washi tape. You can dye with it, yes. You can dissolve it a little bit and then you can dye. I like very much, to when people say, yeah, when you have a product and then say only for walls, for example, I say says who. Of course, you can use it for anything, paint furniture. You can just varnish it, and I mean, I had a friend, not a friend, but I was with a friend. We were at a crafting center where some of us crafters were getting. And when I told her I don't use this decoupage glue because I think it's cost a fortune and it's very expensive. So as you can see, I use my ordinary varnish because I like have a look. Now it's almost dry here because the beneficial about the varnish is that it also does that you can gently wipe it off and make it waterproof. So if it's going to protect the napkin. And what I also doing is I'm going to varnish the back side like this uh, to seal it and to give it a slight shine. Just put a very thin coat on it. Like this. And then you can actually see it's got a very shiny back like this. Hopefully you can see it. It's okay, Amber. I am also here for a short time, but I promised you because I am going to finish this. As you can see, now I have all three of them. So it's going to be one like this and one like this. Have a look. These are going to be my three tags. And thank you for showing, Amber. So we're going to see it another time. You will listen through. You do that. I'll keep talking until. So thank you, Amber. So now we are just hoping that somebody is want to swap with me because I'm overseas. Most of them have local. So, but I saw two of them had written international. Oh, it's so nice. Yes, it's a part of it sometimes. Um, I will do that. Thank you, Amber, because you are my friend. So if I need you, I'll call you. So you go and snooze a little bit. Okay, thank you, Amber. So, oh, I got a little glitter on the back side, but I think that will be okay. Yes, Tracy, it's sometimes in the Facebook they make like a little event and make like a swap, so that you can when somebody make like this, then you will have a partner. And of course sometimes, as you remember from Yanis yesterday, poor Yanis and myself have tried not to get our swap, but the idea is I am going to be partnered with one, and then um, when I'm being partnered up with someone, they are going to I'm going to send three three tags, and then my partner is going to be to send me the same. So what we are doing is we are making three tags. I have set two partners. So to swap with. This is actually the first time I'm doing it overseas. I have done it international. That means I've done it home, local in Denmark. So it's going to be fun to see. But I am going to make a little fun stuff. So, because we have to, when we get these from our swap partners, Tracy, we have to show it. Yeah. And I that's why I like to swap a little happy mail with you, because I am looking forward. I mean, it's fun sometimes, just to have some beautiful in your mailbox for a while, for once, otherwise it's just, of course, junk mail can be nice too, because you can actually craft with it, but it's nice to have something from another person, that have sent it for you with love and thought about you. And sometimes I miss that you can have Sometimes when you get a birthday card, you can go and pick it up and reread it, and you can enjoy the picture. But these days, people just say, "Hey, happy birthday" on Facebook, or you get a text message, nothing else, nothing fancy. So I really miss this mail, real mail, where you have something to hold in your hand and look at. It is truly sad. It's very sad, Tracy. And especially, often it is for Christmas. I read a lot of people. Um, you know what? When you have to buy, for example, a Christmas gift for the mother or grandmother or something, and grandmother says, I wish I had a cardigan. And what grandma is that she can go in and pick up a electronic gift card. Why haven't you used your gift card, Granny? But what I mean, what love is it to go in and you are forced to print something out? Oh, you had a tiny happy mail today. Congratulations. Wow, that sounds nice. So you have some new craft stuff to use? Look what I got from my son. These tiny, tiny little glass with these on. Actually, it's for my glass plate. He says this board is actually for a drinking game. So all these are actually the things you play with, and when you finish, you have to drink. But one of the little glass are broken, so they can't use the. Yes, a shot glass. Yes, but it's a game, Tracy. It's for a drinking game. Oh, wow. That's isn't that beautiful? I mean, you have made something. I'm so happy because to show what I make here. And like when you made my roses, I was so happy, very happy. I mean, and I like to tell people, I saw what you did in this video. Now I want to show you how I made it, and it makes me very happy. So as you can see, it's shiny now because I have varnished them. Um, Now I have forgot to cut this down. This is the other one. And as you can see, you can't see I have made it out of old milk cardboard or carton, as we call it. Um, it has covered up. You can see the shininess clear now, yes? And it also does the varnish that it gets a little more water resistant. As you can see, it has this very beautiful here. You call it a milk carton too? Yes, because it is an old. It's the leftover part from my little boxes I have to use in my chest drawer. I'm making that one need varnish. I have just varnished that one, and this is one I need to varnish here, like this. Cut it through and down in the varnish. And as you can see, it's just you're sewing in the ends now. Oh, but Tracy, you are putting a little picture. You can take a photo and send to me. It's so fantastic. Thank you. Yeah. And sometimes when you are on live here, people are popping up and popping out. Oh, thank you. So I am going to post it, this on my Facebook. Are you on Facebook, Tracy? Oh, you know, Tracy, you know what you just write? Exactly the same feeling I have. Because as I keep telling people, I don't mind being groups or something, but I do that. I don't want to scroll down because it's triggery. I mean, when you see all these images, all these horrible movies, and some of these pictures people are posting, and all that negativity, it's make me sick. I really got very sick because somebody had put a very nasty photo. I don't want even to describe it, but it really made me anxious too, afraid. I got scared. I got, cold hands, and I was just, no, 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 you can't treat other people like that. Do you think that's fun? Why post it? So what have told people, I do have a Facebook, but on my Facebook it's only game related. I have a game called Train Station, and I have these two groups, Creative Jules and then Pink Poodle and the Divas. That's only I go in and check because, and I can do it through my email. So I don't have to go and see all the other. You're absolutely right. As once it's here, I saw something. It image. It took me about 14 days to get over it. So it's. Now I got this one dried and varnished, as you can see. So you're absolutely right, Tracy. It keeps in your mind. Thank you. So I understand you. I honestly do, because I also told the only thing I keep Facebook is because I can go and check, single out. Oh, thank you, Katie, for dropping by. Hello. I'm just fast showing you. Katie, these are my tags for my swap. I'm showing how to make them. Oh, thank you, Katie. You just see the replay. So nice of you. Oh, thank you. So wonderful. And thank you for dropping by. It was nice. Bye. And thank you for the thumbs up. Everyday. So I have two more to go for varnish. To give a little varnish here. So, oh, I really, I am so happy, Tracy, that you understand and can follow me about this Facebook. Oh, thank you. So, oh, mm, it really helps that know also that, you know what, Tracy, sometimes I was thinking I can't be the only one who feel like that every time. I mean, I'm so glad somebody understand me. And I have people, I try to explain, you know what, when I have seen certain videos, you just pop up. I have so much difficult just to go out and buy a stick to my mind. And that does, I can't do it. And sometimes I like to just make simple meals. Like tonight, it is going to be homemade bread. I have just baked today. So and I have got some chicken for my kitty. So and you know there are nothing better than home baked, fresh baked bread, you know, with melting butter. So very yummy. So very, very nice. I'm making you hungry. Oh, yeah, but you are an hour earlier than me. Yes. So, oh yes, me too. I just, when you think about this warm bread with, it's lovely. Yes, I had my dinner too. We don't say. But you know what? Sometimes, Tracy, we can do a little extra, right? You're only joking, yes. Uh, and what I really like about this, as you can see, Tracy. No, no, I didn't take you serious or literally. Uh, in Denmark, we call it take you on your word. So I don't do that. Can you see? It gets like oh, you finished the crochet chain stitch. Wow. I don't know. Can you see the structure in the paint? I have painted it so it has this structure. I like that. Um, when you can see this over painted like vintage, sometimes you can see these vintage painted things and you can see the paint stripes. I like that. Also because I think it's make it a little more unique. It gives it personality, exactly. And I can also positive now see that I'm not sure anyone else has these beautiful handcrafted paper painted like this. As you can see, if I hold it, oh no, of course you can't see it. Here you are, the structure and the color and the glitter gives it because also the paint underneath gives this personality. So last one to varnish. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, Tracy, when you paint your furniture, do you varnish them too? When you have painted, then simply coat them with varnish. To make it more lasting. You wax it. Okay, do you use beeswax? I buy something called special beeswax coating. Some use oil, but I like to wax it. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good idea if you have a special brand, because often the paint I use also come from the same company, Fluger, and sometimes they coordinate their products, so it gives a wonderful result when you keep it. You use lime wax on your tabletop. That's a good idea. Um, I beeswax it. Also because, wax, when you wax your table, it gives a surface that is like a secure top coat. So if you waste a paint or something, it doesn't penetrate to the wood, so it's easier to clean. Mm. I need to punch a little hole here. Doesn't look straight. How does it look? Now I got the shine. And this, now I'm going to put the final touch on it. That means I don't need my hair dryer. So I'm going to put that away a little bit here. So, and then I'm simply going to take and put them in set like that. They're not 100. Oh, hey, Patricia. Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a look. One of them is already done for the swab, like this. Now I'm going to, this Patricia is my hand crocheted corn husk raffia. And what I'm doing, as you can see, I make them in sets like this for the swab. So these three are going in my swab here. And now I have to remember, of course, where I put my, here. Didn't I have it here? Nope. I have it here. Oh, thank you, Patricia. So as you can see, now I'm going to glue this, my handmade, this around here. And I told Emily in the dual group I am going to take 2 swaps partners for this trade. But I don't know. But we are getting partnered up. It's more, you know, if I didn't see anyone actually, except for one who was willing to do overboard. But we are going to find out. So and as you can see, oh, thank you, Tracy. Have a look, Tracy. It was my watercolor paint that made my paintbrush pink. It made them pink colors. It's very bright pink. So now I just need to make sure I have closed it properly. I'll do that later. Here you are. Now I'm going to glue this on here. It's dried too fast. Why is it not sticky? It doesn't want to stick. It's my center road brush, yes. I like them very much because they have very as you can see, very soft, very easy to paint with, and they don't do like this. This is an old one, but it's the one that makes the stripes. Like it's make it these make it more smooth. This is a number 12 and a 14 size. Oh, it's simply stuck in here. I should never have used this one for this glitter sticky stuff. It still gives me problems. See, it doesn't want to. No, it doesn't want anything. Yes, my glue gun is simply making problems. It's no. Oh, I'm trying to plug it out now. Hopefully, I can do it. Otherwise, I have to go and buy a new one. Yes, of course. Am I buffering? Let me see. Yes. Is it okay? I can see we have some on and off signal because we have Patricia. We have a storm here in Denmark. It's very windy, as we call it. We call it you are buffering. Okay. When you so it can maybe give disturbance in the quality. Now all this just went down. I need my pincers, my tweezer. Oh, thank you, Patricia. Yes. And I'm in Denmark, so it can be. Thank you, Tracy, Tweezer. As you can see, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get glue this home crochet. I have made this hand crochet. As also I have video where I make this. This is a hand crochet of corn husk. This is really getting on my nerves that I need a new glue gun. The first thing I am going to do tomorrow is buy myself a new glue gun. No, it's not good for me. I can feel it. So hi Amber, welcome back. Now I'm trimming it a little bit like this. And voila. Here, as you can see, I have glued it on here. I succeeded to get it firmly on. And what I'm doing, I'm also making this tag string here. Hi, River. Thank you, Patricia. Good to see you. Yes. Thank you, Tracy. So, as you can see, now I got number 2 finished. Yeah. Hopefully. Okay, you too. Tracy, that's okay. You can see the rest of it. So bye for now, Tracy, and take care. And tomorrow I have a new, and I look forward to see my coins. And thank you so much for making them. And thank you for you taking your time, Tracy. Oh, I made it too short. What I'm trying to do is I want to make this. See if that one wants. It's also late now. Thank you, Amber. It's late now for Tracy. Voila. Now I got it, as you can see. Now I got 2 ready. And it is going to be here. And that one. It seems I got it cleaned now. But what I'm also thinking is that as sometimes I think it can also depend on how well you glue gun is function about what types of glue sticks you're using, because I think you can get some two cheap ones that doesn't that melt too fast. So I put them here. And what I'm thinking is that these here, I got them in a China shop, and I think it's the one who gives the problem. So they were very cheap, so I'll skip them and use they're a little more expensive, but a better brand. So there are some things you as a crafter don't get on compromise with it, as you call it. Yes, you're right, Amber. You have to be very careful not to get the things too cheap or be too cheapy. Now I'm going to trim it off like this. So it look a little neat, but also a little rough or raw. Find the straight here. Measure it up. Of course, you can also make them with other. Okay, thank you. I'll smile. I was just, my that glue gun of mine. You know, when you want to do things very well, and things start to not want to do what you want to do. So you have to convince it to see now that this doesn't want to have a knot on it. So it's yeah. I can do that, River. I'll show you. What I'm doing is I have hand crocheted this here. It's made out of hand crochet of corn husk. What I'm trying to do is to make, I will show you, to tie up a knot here, because what I want to do, as you can see, I put these little handles, corn husk, yes. And what I was trying to figure out if I have, as you can see, even, and then I want to fold it like this and tie a knot here, tie it together. You are welcome, River. But you know, because I have to do it the other way around. I think I have to cut it first, like this, here, and do it here. I think that would be easier. Not to make it too difficult for me. So I have this, like this, and put it in a tag. Like this. I'll show you. And voila. Here. Because it's like this. And now, as you can see, I have made, these are the three. This is one set of the tags I have made for the swap in Emily's group, like this. This is tag number 2, and this is going to be tag number 3. Thank you, Amber. And as you can see, the varnish gives it a very shiny, so it's like woody. Thank you, Minnie, and welcome. Good to see you. So, and as you can see, I have made here 1, 2, 3, and I have, as you can see, 3 more here. This because I have told Emily I can take 2 swap partners, so there are going to be 2 sets of these in my swap, and there will also be some when I'm sending and swapping. We have a limitation, or what do you call it? But I am going to, when I package, I'm going to, if it's not 500 gram, what I can send, I'm going to fill it up with different, for example, I'm putting these, you get some of these tea bags, and I'm going to pack some of my different napkins. I have a very big collection. Just ask Amber. She has seen my collection of napkins. I have a few pieces here. So because I like to fill it up, if I have to pay for it, I am also going to take advantage and of course fill it up. So yes, because then I know, like this. So it's going to be extras like napkins and these tea bags. As you can see, You probably have seen I have sent these for Elizabeth. That you can dye them, and you can use them as embassages for pockets, for mini tags. What they also are doing is I found out they are fitting. As you can see, I have made my in Denmark we call them byttepaletter, but they're also called these trader coins. As you can see, I make these and then I stitch on them, and then afterwards I crochet. Tracy have made them. So yes, it's I have, they are like this. Where do I have it? Here I got some more of this. It's because I took the big ones, the long ones we have here. As you can see, I have made them out of old cardboard. These are made out of milk cardboard, old milk cardboard. As I have painted with ordinary wall paint, chalky wall paint, cheap, with a little light blue-gray. And afterwards, I have varnished them with, as you can see here, smiling ordinary wood varnish. Emily talked about it has to be longer than bigger than a ATC. And I have used what we normal, this is standard size here in Denmark for tags, this length. I can't find my, normally I have an inch, if I can find it, but I have only metric. But if you say 2.5 is, if you say 2.5, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 inches here, 6 inches about, and almost 3 inches here in this. Almost, as you can see, I have a metric with Winnie the Pooh. So I don't know what size you have in US. It's so I am going to take this here and see if I can put it a little bit up here. If I do like this, I might get a little closer. Here, take this, and now I got my tags like this and hold it up like this. Hopefully you can see, Minnie. What I'm doing is I'm starting up here. And again, see, it doesn't want to push it down. Like this. Around here. And where did I put my tweezers? Yeah. Like this, if you can see. what I'm doing is I have to hurry up a little bit before it. I'm simply gluing this at the edges now, as you can see all around here. And I'm using my tweezers because it's hot. It's very hot. So but I think the trouble is also I have used these glitter glue sticks, as you can see. So my it's jamming. Now I have a very active kitty here, so it's just glue it on like this. I don't yet mini have my table so I can put it so you can see when I'm crafting. But otherwise, ask and I'm of course lift it up so you can see what I'm doing. Here. And place it on here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to trim it a little bit so it looks more nice. But what I sense about my glue gun is that it's as we talked about amber, it's melting the glue too fast, so it can't press it out. So it's empty. It's empty the chamber. So I think that's why it's getting too hot for the glue. And that's why I am. I normally have something to put it in. As you can see, I will have to have another one. Sadly, it's really because it keeps jamming here, and because of the glitter glue, stick has been bigger. It has something to do with it cannot grab and push the glue stick when I do, and then it's like the chamber is blocking. So as I told Tracy, I think she has to go because also she's getting anxious. She doesn't have it well when then things keep I don't know. In Denmark, we see a driller, keep annoying you, and you have to make a battle every time you have to try it. So I am going to buy a new one tomorrow. Also because it's not nice when you have something that doesn't work. I mean, I like my things to function, and especially when you have to make something nice. So, but it seems to behave now. It's behaving. So, as you can see, I succeeded like this. Um, as you can see, what I'm doing is I'm trimming it a little bit here, but still keep a little of these edges around. Yeah, around the corner a little bit. And voila. Now we got it. Oh, thank you, Patricia. And that's okay. You have duty to do. You are in. You have 7 glue guns. Wow. But bye, Patricia, and thank you so much for stopping by. Nice to see you. So it might be a good idea, Minnie, to have a couple extra. So yes. Oh, you get them on sale by $2 and $3. That's cheap. The cheapest one we can actually find in Denmark is 50 krona, and 50 if you take $1 is 6 krona. So it's about almost $5, $5.50, if you count in dollars here in Denmark. And that's for the cheapest one, and then you can have them for 100 Denmark. So here you are. And Amber, I have shown now my tags, and I think the time with you is dinner time now. So I think I have shown you. Are you happy for the show off? And as you can see, now they're lined up. And here's a close up here of that one, Botanica. And I would say they're all, as I promised, butterfly themed, because I am actually giving up on that thing. So no more tonight. And I have to say thank you for watching. Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm happy to see you too. I'm going to show you these. These are my swap tags. Here. As you can see, Elizabeth, I have made these for the swap tag. A tag swap here is it. So, but sadly, my yeah, I have to fix the new glue gun. And as you can see, here in Denmark, we have plugs like this. We have a totally different electricity system here. So, but I'm happy that you so, and I'm going to make him like this. Yes, I have made these wonderful, but I do have oh, you know what? I think I'm lucky if you don't, if you have given up on me. I have an old one. I have saved my old one. I am going to pick up my old one. Just a minute. Have a look. I remembered. Oh, I wish you were my neighbor too, Amber and Elizabeth. Let me have a look at this, because I just remembered I still kept the old one. It's a boring black one, but oh, yes, I found the old one, Minnie. I bought this one because I thought it was very beautiful, fancy. But this is actually because this is one I bought one time in a toy store, you know, a cheap store. So it had cost about 20 krona or something, very cheap. As you can see, the other one is a fancy glitter, but you know what? If it's glitter and doesn't function, it can be too cheap. Let's see if we can fix it, Elizabeth. Let's have a look at my game board here. Lift it up. And as you can see, Elizabeth, I'm using my raffio, my homemade raffio. Now it's going to hopefully, let's have a look. Oh yes, it's still good. It's working. So we can do a good job here. And use the tip, because sometimes you have it's working. Still working. So not so fancy, but Yay! Oh. And it can push the glue stick down perfectly. Perfect. I shouldn't have what do you call it? Replaced it with a newer one. It didn't want that. So, as you can see, it doing its job to the last one. Mini, it's my handmade raffia. I have it's crocheted corn husk leaves like this. As you can see, I have when we have corn, I save these. Then, as you can see, I strip them like this, and then I simply uh, put them together like this, and then I crochet. So I have it on my, if you check my channel, I simply, I have made a very short but useful video how I make it, but I can also, it's simply just crochet around. I can show you afterwards when I have glued this. I can show you. I can give you a little demo. It says the video. I call it corn leaves. But I have learned it's corn husk that I dry and stripe. So you can't avoid to get glue on your fingers. But what I'm doing now is, you know what? Now I'm sitting here. I don't understand why did I went out and buy a new one, because my old one just worked perfectly. Sometimes you wonder, but it might be that I saw this one fancy glitter, lovely color. So and sometimes I can put some of it because it's very lightweight. I can put it in my happy mail. I sometimes, send a little bit of my raffia, as I call it, handmade, in the packet, as filling, because it's very lightweight. Then I simply trim the card. Yes. Can you excuse me a minute? Sorry. Hej så.
Jeg vil bare sige, at jeg er gået bedre med kroppen.
Nå, det var godt.
Det var godt, jeg kom ud.
Det var godt. Der er fred og ro. Okay? Yes. Det bliver nok på computeren. Det kan også være i online. Yes, jeg kan være live. Ja, men nu var jeg så heldig, at jeg kom på, jeg havde gemt den gamle. Så jeg har lige sat den gamle i gang her. Okay. Ja, det får også være. Nej. Jamen, det kommer bare en gang i morgen. Okay. Så. So, I still have you. Hi, sorry for the interruption. My son just called and say hey. So, I'm still going to have these. I got this one. Hey, now I need this here. And what I learned is I just dropped it here like this. Tie a knot. Yeah, and voila. Then I can make the last one. And then I can just make a quick show how I want to show you how I do it. It was the wrong way. I like when I'm going to show you what I mean. When you put this on, that it has this little, as you can see, this is going to sit front. And here you have it. So, and as you can see, it's simply painted with wall paint. And now they are standing here and looking gorgeous and ready to pack down for a swap. Like this. No, it's napkin. Meaning I use, as you can see, it's decoupage. This is the napkin. what I'm doing, as you can see, I put them on. First, I paint them with wall paint, and then I decoupage. And what I'm using to put on the napkin is actually this as ordinary varnish. When I have varnished or put it down, I give it this glitter glue. When the varnish is wet, I put this glitter glue on top, and then I use my paintbrush with extra varnish, and simply smear it like this, as you can see, like this. And then when it's mixed with the varnish, I simply blow dry it, and the varnish does that it seals the glitter so it doesn't flake off. Sometimes you can get this very cheap um, glitter glue, when you put it on, and as soon as you touch it, meaning you have glitter everywhere. So that's what I do. Yes, it is, Elizabeth, because it seals it. It's like yeah, as you can see, ordinary. I just need to clean the lid here. It's varnish. See, what I'm using, Elizabeth, is ordinary wood, natural wood varnish, 15. And the reason I am starting to use it is exactly because uh, it seals with my where I paint my pages in my unicorn book. Yes, a hardware shop. Yes, and you know what? I found out it's actually for long-term use, Elizabeth. It's actually much cheaper than go and buy all this decoupage glue. And you can also, use it for when you have to, as you can see here on the back. I have also varnished this, so it's shiny, and that means I have used this is old my milk carton, where I have just painted it with wall paint, varnished, and when you do it, you have already varnished, secured the napkin. So if you, yes, it is. It's a very good sealant, as you call it, for this. What was I thinking? There was something I was thinking about. Never mind. It hasn't been important right now. So, and it's waterproof. It is exactly. It will never. Uh, it is sealed and will last forever. What you can do, you can also, if you want to you can of course varnish this, but I don't want that. But it will last for a very long time. And the best part is it doesn't yellow. Sometimes I have seen that it can yellow if it's by time. So it's going to be, yeah, ugly yellow. So, but is this going to see who is going to swap with me tomorrow? She said, Emily, we have until midnight. And tomorrow she's going to find out who my two partners, swap partners for these are. And I am going to put a little extra in my packets with the tags. And I am going to fill it up with some nice napkins and some tea bags and stuff like that. So I have what I'm paying for, because if I have to pay a full price for 500 gram, I want to send it. Oh, thank you, Minnie. I hope so. I really hope so. So, but I also know I'm sure I am going to love these tags. Oh, thank you. So it seems my old one here saved my little butt. But now I know it gets really warm here. Out with the stitch. And last one. And I am ready and prepared for sending off. And I am going to see mission completed. And that was to make my 6 tags tonight. And I think I like them so much, so I am going to make more of these. I think I am going to do it. And here we have it. One. And yeah, 2 sets of tags. One of this, one of this, and one of this. And as you can see, it's look like wood or something. Now I bended it, but it's the paint and the varnish make it whoa, a little rubbery elastic. So if you bend it, it doesn't crack. You know, it doesn't make this fold. like this. So, whoop. Yes, you all know this by hand that sometimes, when you take something, it's like it does not want to be in your hands. They want to play with you, and suddenly you have it like you are throwing it like this, trying to keep it because your hands are tired. So I'm thankful I still have 3 of you left. But it was you, Minnie. Thank you, Minnie. I am all done here. Going to pack them tomorrow. They are going to, okay, this one and this one here. And I am very fast finding a crochet, hopefully, here. Here it is. Are you ready, Minnie? Maybe I don't know if I am going tomorrow, but otherwise, sometimes when I have time. But tomorrow is Thursday. It will be about Friday evening, same time. It's almost midnight in Denmark. The time now in Denmark is like this. Uh, so what I'm doing is I take it in the evening. So yes, I'm up late. And I have to consider because we have a lot of young people live here and they're very noisy, and the most quiet time I have, unless we want music, cars, and loud voices, and you can hear sometimes people are arguing very much next door. So I do it late, and because tomorrow Elizabeth is going on live, hopefully I can stay awake. When Elizabeth, you're going live, it's this time here in Denmark. Um, you it's the time in Denmark when you go on live at 9 o'clock in Florida. We are about 5 hours, 6 hours ahead of US. But yes, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So I hope I can be there. So that's why I'm not going live myself tomorrow, because I want to rest a little bit so I can be awake when Elizabeth No, 3 a.m., Elizabeth. 6 hours. You are 6 hours in front of us. So it's 3 a.m. in Denmark. Yes. But because you live in Florida, so it's 6 hours. Yes. I'm 6 hours ahead of you. So and UK is 1 hour behind us in Denmark. So okay, you and UK, Minnie. So I am going to have these. As you can see, I am taking this a little closer. And I am going, of course, oh, my little, I don't have a big fancy one. I have a little one like this to make the a hole punch. You're in Chicago, USA. Yes, we are 6 hours ahead of you, like UK. So America is a very big country. So nope, it doesn't always room for more on the floor. What I'm doing, getting closer, and I simply hold it like this, and what I'm doing is this, because then you can see what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm simply making a loop, then I hold it like this, Minnie, and then I simply crochet chain stitches like this. Always, yeah, that's right. You know what, Elizabeth? It can't get any farther down than the floor, and you know it's lots of space. So and yeah, so and sometimes it's also good to have it as in spare, right, Elizabeth? Sometimes you can be very happy because actually you forgot something was falling on the floor, and that you when you clean the floor, you wow, I didn't know I have that one. I thought I have lost it, right? So you find new things. It come back to you. So no problem. So always room for more on the floor. Yeah, simply. And what you're doing is you're using a four hook like this and chain it up like this with a crochet. And when you have it like this, you take the new one like this. And you simply hook it in like this. And you simply just add more of these here like this. And I'm too fast for you. Okay, grab it like this, hold here, and hook, hook, and like this. And when now I got a pink one. You saw it now. I'm doing it again. here. Thank you, Elizabeth. No, you can't buy it in the store, and I like it because it's unique. Like this, then you simply hook it together like this. So it's a little piece, it's double like this. Grab, hook, and hook. And then you tighten a little bit. A new one here. And overlap like this. Hold it so you can crochet with both the strings in the center and go up like this. I need this. So at least you have about a little over an inch here to overlap like this. And then you keep crochet here. And the only thing you have to do is just, grab and hook, grab and hook like this. And then you simply have it like this. And I like sometimes when you have these on and you can trim it and it's reasonable strong. What I'm doing, and you have it like this, you start to cut off here this piece here. Yeah, chain stitches. Yes, it's chain stitches actually. Then you have your corn husk like this. Take from the center and bite it like this into stripes. And as you can hear, it's dry. So what I'm doing, as River noticed, it's called chain stitches together. And then you have these like this. These are white greenish. They look white. It's the one who sits closer to the yellow corn. So it look white, but it's as you can see, when you crochet it, it has this green like this. So it's like changing. So in Denmark, I don't know if there's a difference between Denmark corn and United corn. When we buy corn, I don't know. Hang on a minute, because I have in the kitchen. Just a minute. Pick something up. So, who was it? Have a look, Minnie. These are green. These are yellow. And these are actually from a Danish corn. And you're right. So there are different colors. So because these from I think, as you can see, these are green and very small because they are organic, imported. I think these are simply Danish grown, and you're right, they're white, yellow. They're more yellow than green. They're white. So I, as you can see, I saved them. Yes, this is from a Danish one. It look more like a paperish white. You know what, Minnie? I actually never thought about it. So oh, the baby has gone home. So hi, Katie. So what are you doing? Again, chain stitch up and simply grab and hook. And I'm sure you can do that too, Elizabeth. Just like that. It doesn't, I mean, it doesn't require a lot of skills. Like this. Put them together. And voila. That is corn husk, yes. And that is because Katie, as you can see, I have made my here. These are my tags for the swap. As you can see, what I have done, I have made this corn husk raffia. So I was just promised to show a little bit. Can I make it heavy here? As you can see, we were talking about the color, and these are actually not local, as I call it, but these are Danish corn husk. And as you can see, here in Denmark, it seems that corn husk leaves are more yellowish, and a tiny little green, but white. What I do, I leave them for dry, Katie. Then I simply string it up like this. And again, more room on the floor. And when you have see stringed it like this, a little gently. Now you have a string. Then you simply add it. You leave like this, put it over here, and then you simply chain stitch it with a crochet, grab and hook here if it wants. I got it tightened up a little bit here, and grab, hook, grab, and simply crochet like this here. So you simply what you're doing is you're crocheting them together like this. I have also made a video like this. And I like it when you have these different whites of here, and then you can see I have accidentally mixed a little bit of green into it, but they are not local. You've been crocheting since you were 6 but never thought of using corn husk. I can remember I even crocheted with grain straws, dried grass, yeah, I even but of course as we used it for decoration, and sometimes we made these mats out of it. Sometimes we even used it for crocheting these sun hats like this, like a sun bunny hat to cover for the sun. But that's how you make it, Kenny. Katie. Ikuro. Good idea. Yeah. I mean this is eco-friendly too. I am going to show how you crochet with corn husk. People when I say it, people think I'm crazy. And they still do, because I mean, why spend so much time to crochet something you can just go and buy in a shop? And I said you can't buy this in any shop. You can buy something similar, but you can't buy. I mean, this is unique, and the best part is it's recycling. You can do it with banana leaves, yes. I haven't tried with banana leaves, but I have tried it with bamboo. It's gorgeous. Um, Yeah, so you can do that. I think I can have one more here. but that's a beneficial mini. Then now, Katie, you can just call Minnie, and then you can say, okay, Minnie, my grass is like this. Now it's time for you to harvest your crochet material. So yeah. Yeah, it could be fun, yeah, when you go out and say, I just need something to crochet. I need raffia. So can I please have your bamboo? Or yeah. So the next thing is, if I had a friend, she wanted to make these too, but she doesn't like corn. So she has seen some young people. They were barbecuing in the park. This corn, and then she has went to these young people and asked them, "Can I please have your corn husk? Because I have to go home and crochet strings for it, so I have something to my flowers." And I said, "You did what? You didn't do that?" "Yes, she said she did it, and they have looked like she was, something falling down from the moon. But I have, given her all the corn husks, and she was very happy when she went home, because then she got it for free, and she didn't have to eat the corn. So yeah, yeah, I'm glad too that gave it to her. I mean, that's brave. I mean, in a big city, but yeah, they gave it to her, so she got the, yeah. So just go out and ask people, instead of you throwing that out, can I please have it to to crochet? Uh, so, but as I mean, what I like to do is to find, alternative, fun stuff to do, and do something with stuff when color, but about green and yellow corn. But of course, there are the different in Denmark, and that means, our corn, when it grow, it's getting more yellow, and the green one is, from a sunny place. I think that's how it is, perhaps. But now you have seen it, Minnie, how I do it. And as you can see, sometimes they can break if the string is too thin. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, they are actually very, very, light, green, yellow, more yellow white. These corn husks. Um, what I also do with them is, sometimes I weave, make a weaver, and then I simply make, placemats where I also just string them like this and have a cotton thread, and then I simply weave it. And it also gives something very you can use for journal covers. Um, so I have used corn husk very much indeed because I eat a lot of corn like greens. Um, so and sometimes when you need to have some, I mean, like to craft a lot. Um, I find it very fun and interesting that you can, I mean, sit down and you can, okay, look at a thing like this and say, okay, I'm going to crochet. How do it, is it to crochet with it or braid it or something like that? But I have crocheted with these since I was a child. Um, so and made these strings because at the time I like this rustic nature, but it's very expensive when you have to go and buy this. Um, you can buy some like paper made out of paper. Um, but if you're going to have it like nature like this, it's very expensive and it's very difficult to get your hand on. Um, definitely, in my opinion. Um, but some would say it's okay price, but I think some of it is too expensive in compare what you are getting of it. So it's very easy. And Elizabeth, yes, you might try this, but I have sent something to Elizabeth to try, and I mean you can see, and sometimes Mini, as you see, when you are taking something, you also have to you're using your mind, right? As you are training yourself to be thinking out of the box, because sometimes you can. A lot of people are bounded by they are strictly one way thinking, and should anything happen, right, that they don't have a clue how to sort of think out of the box. And okay, then I have to use alternative material. Be creative. That's correct, River. Be creative. And I think a lot of these young people today have lost the ability to be creative because they are grown up with everything has been done for them. In Denmark, we actually call them curling kids, and curling kids is actually where parents actually almost take the exam for their children. They complain if the children are cold. They pay for the child to have an apartment, and that means the child is never learning how to sort of think creative. Like my son can cook, my son can shop, he can do his own laundry. But a lot of these children, you know what, they still expect you to do it. It's yes, it's so true, River. It's that technology. I mean, sometimes I have a some people who is there an app for the phone how they use or operate a washing machine. I was looking at this young girl. I said, you are asking me what? If I know an app you can install on your phone, so you know how to use operate a washing machine. I mean, and I looked at her and said, no, no, you don't have an app for doing the. I mean, and then I told her I don't mind showing you how it works. And she said, but how can I remember how to operate it if I don't have my app? And I have to, as you do there, lol. Yeah, you know, I was laughing. Yes, it's so funny, but so true, right? Thank you, Elizabeth. And sometimes you think, okay, is it me that is old or what? I mean, today they need apps for changing the diapers on a kid or something. I mean, uh, the, yeah. Even you know what in Denmark they are putting signs up. They have even managed to make a phone app. How do you pick up your kid in kindergarten? I mean, do, we are in this here in Copenhagen. I'm not kidding. No, I don't know that either, Elizabeth. I think we are very lucky. I mean, we managed it without apps. Um, yes, they will be totally lost. But you have today you can really get an app in Denmark how you pick up your kid in kindergarten, and there's an app on what your child has to eat. I think it is, as you say, Minnie, it's a different world now. I don't understand it. I mean, I am very surprised. Also, Elizabeth, you and me have survived. I mean, honestly, uh, we are lucky. I mean, come on, we have had people for so many years. But everything today need an app. Even how to make a cup of coffee, you need an app. When you go shopping, you need an app, right? And as you say, Minnie, it's the app age. Um, and that day, this system, when it crashes down, as rivers say, they'll be totally lost. I mean, how are they going to survive without the apps? I don't know. Um, but I'm so lucky that I have my imagination, because sometimes you must have some people. How can you be so creative? Yes, so do I, River. I learn from books and my grandma, and by watching people, and we were talking like now I'm showing you how to crochet of corn husk, what you never thought about, and share my ideas. There, no imagination. They have absolutely no imagination, um, because they can't see it, um, and that's sad. I mean, so I feel sometimes it's totally lost. So what I'm going to say is you can also my grandma used to dye this with root bead and boil it or watercolor. So you can actually color these strings. Just when I remember to say it. Um, so oh, that's sad. Yes, it's the same problem here, Katie. I mean, honestly, and you know what's the most horrible is? Here in Denmark, there are meaning that, yes, I watched my grandma do these strings, and that I feel it's a blessing that I had my grandma and I grew up with my grandma because my grandma had actually taught me a lot of things I can use now that have been such an help for me. How to, organize kitchen, how to cook, healthy but penniless almost. You don't have to have a fortune. I mean, she was like me, like to craft and actually the idea of using wall paint is also come from my grandma, like making what do you call it, fabric paper, uh, by taking old fabric and old napkins and paper and make like a leather cover. And my grandma also taught me how to rebind a book. If I have an old book, put a new cover on it. um, so I can make a hard, yeah, like a book binding, if you know that. So I mean, then I started to make these. My grandma made these pocket journals for all her little things. Yeah, but that's also a good idea. When I mean, us who grow up poor like I did, and I have lived most of my childhood on the streets too, as homeless. We learn to be creative. We learn to be crafty, and we learn to yeah, make our own things, stitch our own clothes. Yeah, cook our make our own food, for example, right? So yeah. Oh, I have done that too, Katie. Oh, but that sounds also very, I mean, you have learned something. And I mean, today people say, I have been sent out in the garden. I mean, to take up potatoes. I have helped my grandma and my grandpa in the garden. But today, to your child, you are not allowed in Denmark to send your child in the garden to work. You're not allowed to do that, and you are not allowed. I mean, to raise the kid as a boy or a girl. Yeah. So today here in Denmark, you're not allowed to. I mean, they're unisex. You're not a boy. You're not a girl. You're a human being, and that means it's make these kids even more. No, but they're not raised. They are just. I mean, they are told they are nothing. I mean, you when you grow up you find out if you're for another, if it's a boy, if you're more for a boy than you are for a girl. As it's like, I mean, there are no girls are not taught to stitch and sew anymore, because I mean, they have to learn to do. It's totally not. I mean, Norwegian started it, and Sweden, and unfortunately, it's a trend in Denmark too now. Um, and I can, I mean, they're dressing a boy. Boys have long hair, and a lot of them are actually wearing dresses, and that's normal. Yeah, but I do hear, because of these we call them pedagogues, you call them teachers. We have these clever people who mean they're smarter, and yeah, you know what I mean. Some people say you're going to do like this because it's the best for your child, and everybody jumps on it. Later on, about 20 years from now, they'll find out what they have done is totally wrong. And I think it's going to go on forever. I mean, there'll always come these idiots, as I call them. That means they're smarter than you and me. I mean, why can the young one understand? When we grow up, there are no such things. Some paper diapers, baby wipes. I had a young woman. She knocked at my door, and she was totally desperate because she had a child, and he needed a change of diaper, but she didn't have any baby wipes to clean him with. And I said, "Don't you use water and soap?" And she looked at me like I was nuts. No. Ooh, that was dangerous. I mean, no, because the nurse has told her the only way you can clean your child is with baby wipes. And lucky for her, I'm a crafter, and that means I could help her with some baby wipes so she can clean her baby. Wow. Yeah, and these clothes divers, they don't even know how to put it on a kid. Today they're actually using them for blocking out the light in the transport. Yeah, a neighbor. Yes, a strange neighbor. I never seen her before. She was standing and called and said she live in this apartment. If because now she was frustrating. The shops has closed, and she didn't have any baby wipes to clean her kid. A young mother, I believe she has been 28 or something, and I was, wow. I mean, I have learned how to use water and soap, but this young woman, she didn't have it. So, but of course, I gave her some of my baby wipes, but I mean, I have a package which was almost used, but I mean, yeah, surprise. Yeah, I mean, 20. She's not young. I mean, but she was so meaning she was like, I mean, brainwashed by that because what the nurses said, she has been to these how to take care of your baby sort of things, and these people have told her that you are doing this and then you are using these baby wipes, and that's the only right way to clean your baby's butt is with baby wipes. Media, exactly, River. Media. And these people who produce these products to make money. It's all about having these young people to become consumers. I mean, and do them what do you call it? Independent of um, I don't know. Is it independent? No. Make them so you have to buy the product to survive. You can't live without baby wipes. You can't live without your cell phone. I mean, you're going to die if you don't buy our product and do it this way or that way. So it's more like that. But I mean, I was 21 when I got my son, and I know how to clean him with water and soap. I even know how to use a cloth diaper. When you and me were born, we didn't have all that fancy stuff. We have water and soap and cloth diapers. And a woman today don't want even to touch and clean a diaper. I mean, sad. It's very sad. It is. So yes, as you can see, I'm cleaning up my game board. No, you know what? My grandfather has one of these old pickup trucks with a bunk in the back, and we just, yeah, me too. Oh, yeah, and we survived. We even survived to ride our bicycles without a helmet. We survived by, crashing and getting hurt. I mean, we even drank water from the river and from the hose in the garden. No, there weren't crazy drivers. I'll give you to that. But I mean, a lot of other stuff. Yeah. So, but I can say to you, I was lucky that young mother didn't have a special brand of baby wipes. I have heard about people, that need the right brand. Ah, yeah. Uh, sometimes I don't know about you, but I mean, uh, you have to look at the bright side, right? I mean, I know it's sad, but you can't help. I mean, laugh a bit. Poor girl. I mean, so yeah, I have heard about people who, I mean, yeah, they can only use Pampers or other stuff like that. So I use my son sometimes when I ran out of diapers. I use a washcloth. Yeah, poor baby. I feel more sorry for the baby than the mother. I have to admit that. I mean, uh, so what I also was saying to I mean, it's no wonder. I mean that the children are getting, I mean, confused. Um, and they are, I mean, mentally disabled. I mean, I really feel that a lot of these young people are mental disabled and poor children. Mm. Me too, Elizabeth. And you know what? These tolls are just as good as a diaper. Yeah, it's dangerous. I mean, I would never go and when he got a little bigger, and there was a time where I didn't have he enough diapers. When he get older, I took some old base and take two of them and stitch them together like a quilting, and then I use this. Yeah, but you know, as he didn't mean to do it. And I don't think Minnie, as she knows. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but it was not what the midwife had told her how to clean her baby. The midwife my wife has told her to clean her baby, but which to use this baby wipes because they were designed to clean your baby perfectly. So yeah, and you and me, I mean, you were just Minnie. I was taking my kid to the bathroom. I mean, and flushed him under the water or the faucet, or taking a cloth, an old sock, an old tennis rag sock can do as a washcloth. Cut it up, and you can, yeah, use it as washcloth, and you can throw it out if you don't want to. I mean, clean it afterwards. But again, I don't think people. I mean, as we talked about, the young people don't have this imagination or this healthy brain that says, okay, I can't get this product, then I have to, use my brain. Yeah, I mean, how would she clean? I think, I don't know. She might use wet. You can have these special wet wipes for adult when you have been doing the big one. Maybe she would use this. I don't know. Um, or take a shower. Yeah, I can assure you, I'm very surprised that my son survived um, to the age of 30. I mean, oh, sometimes I mean, people can really surprise, right? I mean, oh, and I don't know. Sometimes sometimes you wonder, right? I mean, how is this world going to survive? I mean, but sometimes just wonder. Don't think so much about it. I mean, as I told my son, sometimes you just if people keep telling you this is not right, this is not, just say okay and do it your way, because they don't know better, and they really don't know better because they haven't learned anything. Hi, Sue. No, they didn't create the world, and that's also why I say they are exactly being conditioned not to think about things. They are inherent into it, and that's also what they're doing today, Minnie. They are learned to be consumers, to use a lot of money to make a living. No. Okay, Sue. Are you going to see them? Have a look. Oh, you came a little late. These are my trading tags. Now you can see them, Sue. I just make them. It says Botanica. So, made out of milk cardboard. Standing here, ready to be packed to a swap. You really love the purple one? Yes. But that one, and you too, River. And thank you for dropping by. I'm going to show you here if I can find them. If I can find the napkin I used. But you saw, and you can see I have also painted some purple paper here. Where did I put it? Not here. Not there. Is this one, Sue? I used for the purple one. Yes, I'm still here, but I am giving you free. So, and thank you all. The time now is 1 o'clock, and you ladies have to cook and have families to contend to, so I can't keep you all the time. So yeah, you saw it the other day where I showed all my napkins. So I will say thank you so much, and I love you all. Also you, Elizabeth, Sue, Amber, and Amber, thank you for hanging on and help me. And I love you all. It's okay, Sue. Another day, but it was so nice to see you. Say hi and come by. And so thank you, Katie. I enjoyed you being with me, all of you. So thank you. I love you too. Bye, sweethearts. Thank you, Sue. Love you. I'll go to bed. It's 1 a.m. in Denmark. So it's good night to you.